let's go all the way back. And we're just gonna pretend that you're a little child, and these are the two newest FNAF games, and we're gonna completely forget about the first, the third and fourth one for another day. All right. Picture this. Your mom just got you some Five Nights at Freddy's, and you want to know what greets you? Freddy himself greets you as you join. As you press new game, you see this newspaper that says, Family Pizzeria looking for security guard to work the night shift at 12 to 6 a.m. Monitor cameras ensure safety for equipment and animatronic characters. Not responsible for injury, dismemberment. And if you look at the bottom, it says it's $120 a week. And thanks to our little pal Game Theory, he told us that this would take around sometime in the early to mid 90s. So yeah, we figured out what year it is whenever this game takes place. The newspaper fades to black. And the night starts. And what greets you? An office. A dark office. Spider webs everywhere. Across the doors. Under the desks. And when you flip up the camera, you get greeted with animatronics. These animatronics look dusty and dirty. Dusty and dirty. Almost like they haven't been cleaned in 20 years. Said by the phone guy.
If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So
you may be asking yourself, what do you do with this information? Why would they be not cleaning their suits in 20 years? I might be overreaction, but do you see any baths inside of the Five Nights at Freddy's store? Have you even got? There is no cameras in the bathroom, but I'm pretty sure there are no baths in the bathroom. So it should be called the toilet room, man. Hey, wait, what is that? Oh, it's some posters. I'm gonna have myself voiceover and read that. Kids vanish at local pizzeria. Bodies not found. 2 local children reportedly lured into a back room during late hours of the operation at the Freddy Fazbear Pizza on the night of June 28th. While video surveillance identified the man responsible to lead him to his capture, following morning, the children themselves were never found and are presumed dead. Police think the suspect, I don't know what that says, as a company mascot to lure the children to earn the children's trust. 5 children now reported missing, suspect convicted. 5 children are now linked into the incident at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where the man dressed as a cartoon mascot and lured them into the back room. While the suspect has been charged, the buddies themselves who never found. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza had been fighting for an uphill battle ever since to convince the families to return to the pizza. It's a tragedy. Local pizzeria threatened with shutdown on over sanitation. Local pizzeria, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, has been threatened with shutdown by the health department over reports of foul odor coming from the much loved animal mascots. Police were contacted and people reportedly noticed what appeared to be blood and mucus around the eyes and the mouth of the mascots. One unparent carcasses. Yeah, carcasses and smoke. Local pizzeria said the close by year's end. After a long struggle to stay in business, after a tragedy that took place there many years ago, Freddy Fazbear would like to announce that it would close its door by year's end. People year-long on large or bench can. The bottom is just completely unreadable. Alright guys, what have we learned? We've definitely learned something. As we can see, the lore makes it scary. Cause now it looks like the children are being stuffed into the animatronic suits. And that means Phone Guy would actually be lying to us. He would actually be lying to us the whole entire time. Because, hear this.
Just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long.
Alright, so I believe that Phone Guy was actually lying to us because the whole entire time he was saying that the servers were locking up, but now we figured out that some guy lowered the children inside the place, inside the back room. And you know, I wonder which shoe he could have used for that, cause remember, so his Phone Guy says that there's a bunch of crossbeam wires and a bunch of other stuff inside the suits. What could he have used? He used the Golden Freddy one. Well, I think I know why, because it looks completely barren inside, like almost like an empty suit would have. Maybe this dates back to maybe 20 years ago, back in the 70s, whenever they just, because electronic technology wasn't this good, and yeah, so maybe they're actually using the suits. They used to use suits like Golden Freddy. Yeah, they used to use suits like Golden Freddy, guys. I think that's what they did. They used to use suits like Golden Freddy. It makes so much sense now. I feel like this is how the timeline should be set. So, it all started back in the 70s or something. Whenever they used to use the Golden Freddy suit and stuff, and whatever else they used. And then it went to whatever they had in 1987, but then someone got bit. And then they lost that business maybe, and then now they're using this place which is more low budget. Is that why? That might be why, guys. So my final theory is that they used to use suits. They used to use suits like Golden Freddy, and then they started using animatronics back in the 80s. And then one of the animatronics was walking around and they just bit a child. And then they just stopped using those guys. And then they had to downgrade because they were losing a budget. And now it's going to this, where a man behind the slaughter uses the suits, the Golden Freddy suit, 20 years later. Is that why? That's my final idea. I hope that you guys like my theory. Bye.